Mr. President, dear Joe, thank you for the invitation. Thank you for making it possible to talk to you. It's my first visit since 2019, and I'm so happy about the personal exchange. We have seen again today that we're not only partners and allies, but we're very close friends. And thank you for the very friendly exchange that we had this afternoon. We all share the same values. We all share the same determination to tackle the challenges of our times, to master them. And I'm deeply convinced that simply committing to these values is certainly not sufficient. We are living at a crucial moment in time where we are facing new challenges, and these challenges need to be translated into practical policies. So I'm very grateful that we have this opportunity to work on foundations, and we lay down those foundations in the Washington Declaration, and also how we see the road ahead and also measures. And I think that this Future Forum will deal with those issues. Societies will discuss together what sort of solutions they think are appropriate, and I think such structures are very important. There is a very large degree of common ground, as has come out of our talks. We are convinced, both of us, that overcoming this pandemic is only possible if as many people as possible are vaccinated in our countries, and many wish to do that. We have to also support the rest of the world with vaccines. We work together with COVAX, and I'm very grateful to the United States that under your leadership, dear Joe, the U.S. has committed itself very clearly and unequivocally to multilateralism, be it on climate, be it on reform of the World Health Organization, and support also to WTO. Germany and the United States have agreed to provide vaccine doses to poorer countries. We work within COVAX, as I said. We talked about the challenge of climate change, and I am very happy that the United States are now back again with us in the Paris Climate Agreement, and that for Glasgow, that provides us with a totally different basis in order to work among the parties to the treaty in a much better and much more efficient way for climate. And we see countries that are besought by floodings, by wildfires, and by storms in an increasing manner, and that shows that there is a dramatic increase in such unusual weather phenomena, and we have to contend with this. Germany and the United States have now forged an energy and climate partnership. I think it's a very important message that we're sending here. We want to build on future-oriented technologies, green hydrogen, for example, renewables, electromobility. We're in competition with others on this planet, and we would like to be successful together, and Germany is very much looking forward to cooperating in this respect. And I support the President in what he proposed as a global infrastructure project, which we agreed on the G7 summit. Next year, as you probably know, we will have the chairmanship of the presidency of the G7, and we will bring this project forward. We talked about Russia and Ukraine, and in this context also about Nord Stream 2. We've come to different assessments as to what this project entails. But let me say very clearly, our idea is and remains that Ukraine remains a transit country for natural gas, that Ukraine, just as any other country in the world, has a right to territorial sovereignty, which is why we've become engaged and continue to be engaged in the Minsk process. We will be actively acting should Russia not respect this right of Ukraine that it has as a transit country. So Nord Stream 2 is an additional project and certainly not a project to replace any kind of transit through Ukraine. Anything else would obviously create a lot of tension. And we're also talking about how we can actually make this very clear together. We also talked about other priorities in our foreign policy, for example, our relationship with China. We are countries who stand up for free, democratic societies, stand up for those rights, civic rights for those who live in these societies. So wherever human rights are not guaranteed, we will make our voices heard and make clear that we don't agree with this. We are also for territorial integrity of all countries of the world. We also talked about the many facets of cooperation and also of competition with China, be it in the economic area, be it on climate protection, be it in the military sector, on security. And obviously there are a lot of challenges ahead. On the nuclear agreement with Iran, JCPOA, we think that everything ought to be done in order to bring this to a successful conclusion. But I think that is something that is also, the ball very much here is also in the Iranian camp. Now, over many, many years, we've served together in Afghanistan. We've been able to contain, to a certain degree, terrorist dangers, but unfortunately we have not been able to build a nation as we would like it to look. And still, I would hold it was a good partnership, has been a good partnership with the United States all throughout its experience, also very good contacts between our soldiers. No, our soldiers greatly appreciated that. We also talked about Sahel, the Sahel zone, where terrorism is on the rampage. And obviously for us in Europe, this is a great challenge. And also for the countries on the ground, we're very grateful to the United States for their mission in order to contain and push back against these terrorist advances. We also have drawn up we've also agreed on a German-American dialogue between our business communities, because we have considerable trade links and we wish to build on this. And obviously the economy and economic ties are of prime importance to us. It was a very, very good exchange. We're close partners. I would like this to remain even after I have left office. And I think with this visit, we probably paved the way to make it possible to also create formats where we can exchange, because the world will continue to be a place that is full of challenges. So thank you very much for making it possible for us to tackle those